There are things that I know and understand more of now that part of me wishes I didn't know. A part of me wishes I didn't know some of the stuff that I learned, but I do, and because I do know those things, I have to do something about it. So my name is Joshua Ellis. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Killeen, Texas. I'm a pre-law track, so I do want to go to law school, and hopefully civil rights is the focus that I want to go into. Probably end up working for the NAACP at some point. I want to advocate for what's right in any situation, right? I don't necessarily tie myself to an organization, right? I'll never really say that I am this organization. This organization 100% agrees with what I believe in, but what I will do and what I will say is I know that this is wrong and that this organization is doing something about it, or that this group of people is doing something about it. So whether that's, the Black Lives Matter protests that are here in our country, or, other protests going on around the world, or what's going on in Standing Rock in North Dakota, like those things, like I see these atrocities, I see anything that's wrong, and what I want to do is I want to advocate for what I feel is the right side, what I feel is the correct side, the moral side. What I find funny is very rarely is it a situation where like I'm the one that's like, let's have a protest. I just kind of end up in the place where it's happening, and then just kind of get thrust into the middle of all of it. Like when I showed up at the Donald Trump rally, I was like, what's going on? I heard them chanting, and I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. Oh, this is interesting. So we ended up out there, and the next thing I know, he's like, does anybody want to speak? And I'm like, I'll say a little something. It's kind of hard to balance that. I have all of these things to say, but I also got to be in the PCL at 8 to start studying, When I go out there and speak to people, right, like at the bake sale, like I went out there and I challenged their views. I asked them questions. A lot of people came up to me, and just as much support as I had people that asked me, why did I waste my time? Why go out there and talk to them conservatives? They're not finna listen to you. They're not finna da-da-da-da. But I tell them this, I go, I didn't go out there to change their mind. I didn't go out there to change YCT's mind. I asked them, I go, when's the last time you saw a presidential debate end with the other candidate going, you know what? You're right. You were right the whole time and I was wrong. Like a presidential debate's for what? It's for the audience, to hear your points and then for them to make their own decisions. That's what I did. That's why I go out and speak and say that and ask questions. I don't go out there to vilify you or make you a villain. I don't go out there to make you look bad. If you make yourself look bad when I'm out there, then hey, that's your prerogative and not mine. But I'm gonna just go out there and say my piece, say my facts, and if people around me hear that and go, that's a good point, then that was what I was supposed to do. And I feel like that's kind of what the Black community needs to do.